retiring early happens when two things happen. The first thing is when your passive income exceeds your annual spending, you can retire. Let me just repeat that again. When your passive income, when you don't need to get out of bed in the morning to work, but you can still generate income. Point one is, in order for you to do that, you need to make sure your asset base is enough to generate whatever you need to spend per year. Number two, you can retire early approximately when you can get to this, and the calculations that we will do in a second to get to this number or get to this place are usually assuming you retire for 30 years. Now, not everyone retires for 30 years. So let me give you what I mean by that. The calculations are based on 30 years, but it may not be fully accurate. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Most people in Australia, generally speaking, we say the retirement age is 65 or 67. Let's say 65 for round purpose. 30 years after 65 is 95. Most, generally speaking, the average life expectancy of Australians is about 80, 84, somewhere to 80, 84. So you only live really 20 to 25 years after. So the 30 years is a generous calculation, right? This is average. But if you retired at 50, 30 years is what? 80. You may still be alive and you may have no more money. Remember that earlier curve? People want to hoard their wealth all the way. When we are asking people to do, what people are asking you to do in FIRE is to use that black curve where there is a drop-off. And so people say you have to be careful because the calculations are based on 30 years. So if you retire at 45, then the calculation stretches to 75. So you might be a little bit short at the end. So you're just going to be careful of the calculation. Just bear that in mind. No one wants to retire early anymore. Okay.